Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, March 16th, 2022, and this is the voting session of the Ways and Means Committee. First up, House Bill 314, and I will ask the Vice Chair to speak on this.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 314, we moved unfavorable. I move unfavorable on the bill.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor of the unfavorable say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Opposed, Delegate Buckle, Delegate Hartman, Delegate Hornberger, Delegate Griffith, Delegate Boatler, and Delegate Long are all opposed to the nay. And did I say Delegate Buckle? Delegate Buckle.
And Delegate Rose.
And Delegate Rose, yes, thank you. Okay, that the motion is, well, the bill was moved as unfavorable. Next, House Bill 355, and there are amendments. The Vice Chair, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 355 is a local Prince George's County delegation bill. It establishes a work group on the membership and operation of the Prince George's County Board of Education. And it does a bunch of other things like authorizes the Board of Education to elect a chair and vice chair of the county board from among its members of the county board. It requires members of the county board to attend an orientation and receive certain training materials that clarify the role of the members of the board. The amendments adds provisions previously described and adds to what the work group will study, including how to implement the election of board members. We move the amendments.
Second.
Discussion on, any discussion on the amendments? Okay, is there a motion on the bill as amended?
So moved. Did you take a vote on it?
There discussion on the bill as amended? Okay, is this necessary to have a roll call?
No.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposition, please say no. Okay, and the bill passes as favorable. Thank you. House Bill 476, there are amendments. The Vice Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 476 requires that the governor appoint 4 members to the Baltimore County Board of Education after the date of the gubernatorial inauguration. And before February 1 that same year, members appointed by the governor must begin their term on the date of their appointment, and a member elected to the county board also must begin his or her term on the date that members are appointed. The bill specifies that in a gubernatorial election year, the county board must elect a chair and vice chair from among its members at the first meeting of the county board after the new term of the members has begun. The amendment requires that the governor appoint the Baltimore County Board of Education members in 2023 after being inaugurated. Those members serve only 1 year. We move the amendments.
Second.
There discussion on the amendments? Is there a motion on the bill?
You want to
Unfavorable.
Madam Chair, I think we got to take a vote on the amendments.
Oh, we do. You're right. Sorry. So excited to be passing these bills. All in favor of the amendments signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. Okay, now is there a motion on the bill?
I move the bill as amended.
Second.
There discussion on the bill as amended? Okay, all in favor of the bill as amended, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposition, please say no. Okay, thank you. House Bill 476 passes as amended. House Bill 512, there are amendments. The Vice Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 512 alters the composition of the professional standards and Teacher Education Board by adding one member of the Maryland Association of Non-Public Special Education Facilities as chosen by the governor from a list of nominees provided by the association. It also reduces from 2 to 1 the number of PSTEP members who are administrative or supervisory staff of the approved non-public schools of the state, chosen by the governor from a list of nominees provided by the Association of Independent Schools. The amendment that we have in front of us requires the State Board of Education and PSTEP to adopt regulations for attracting and providing certification to teachers from groups historically underrepresented in the teaching profession. This makes the general clarification process parallel to a requirement adopted by the teacher preparation programs in the blueprint for Maryland's future. We move the amendments.
Second. I beat you, Julian.
Any discussion on the amendments? Okay, all in favor of the amendments signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Okay, the amendments passed.
I move the
Motion
bill
on
as amended.
Second.
Okay, any discussion on the bill as amended? Okay, all in favor of the bill as amended, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say nay. House Bill 512 passes as amended. House Bill 665, there are amendments. Vice Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This bill requires the Interagency Commission on School Construction to set minimal standards for air quality standards and requires county boards to utilize those services as a qualified indoor air quality investigator. Each county board also must make the results of tests available on its website and submit the test results to the Maryland State Department of Education for publication on the department's website. Results posted on the website of each county board and MSDE must be written in a manner that is easy for the public to understand. The amendment requires that the Interagency Commission to establish certain regulations on air quality standards, requires county boards of education to report to the Interagency Commission on certain information regarding air quality standards, and requires the Interagency Commission to compile the report information to the governor and the General Assembly by law. I move the amendments.
Second.
Any
I wasn't sure if that was-
discussion? Any discussion on the amendments? Okay, all in favor of the amendments, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say nay. Okay, is there a motion on the bill as amended?
So move.
Second.
Discussion on the bill as amended.
Madam Chair.
Can't see who that was. Go ahead. Oh, Delegate Butler.
Yes, one question I have, and I'm curious, I don't have the bill in front of me. And I'm curious, what is the fiscal note on this?
Delegate, from what I understand, it's minimal. It's not significant in nature. Is that right? Alice, are you on? I can't see.
Yes, so the bill has been amended in the subcommittee, so the fiscal note is no longer accurately reflecting that. However, as it came in, no one is required to actually hire anyone or anything for these air quality standards. They're merely required to utilize someone to do them. So there's no obligation for the counties to do that. The ultimate fiscal note for air quality will depend on the standards that are adopted by the IAC. So we won't know that until they adopt the regulations and until the counties begin to implement them. But as of now, I think it's fair to say that there's no state or local expenditures.
Thank you.
Other discussion on the bill? Okay, all in favor of the bill as amended, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposition, please say nay. Okay, House Bill 665 moves favorable as amended. House Bill 683, Delegate Wilkins.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 683 and Arundel County Republican Party Central Committee elections. This bill changes the number of members of the Anne Arundel County Republican Central Committee elected from each council district from 3 to 2. This bill has no amendments and I move it favorable.
Second.
Any discussion on the bill? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposition, say nay. Okay, House Bill 683 has passed as favorable. House Bill 707, Delegate Wilkins.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 707, Election Law Deadline for Selection of Lieutenant Governor. This bill requires that a candidate for governor has to designate their candidate for lieutenant governor within 21 days after the primary election, instead of at the time of filing for office. This bill has no amendments and I move it favorable.
Second.
Is there any discussion on the bill? Okay, I'm going to do a roll call on this. The Vice Chair,
Bless you. And yes.
Delegate Attar,
Yes.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Boatler,
No.
Delegate Branch. Yes. Delegate Buckle,
No.
Delegate Charles,
Yes.
Delegate Ebersol,
Yes.
Delegate Feldmark,
Yes.
Delegate Griffith,
Hey, what's?
Griffith, what did you say? Okay. Delegate Guyton,
Yes.
Delegate Hartman,
No.
Delegate Hornberger,
No.
Delegate Ivy,
Yes.
Delegate Jones,
Yes.
Delegate Lasanti,
Yes.
Delegate Long, Delegate Long,
Nay.
thank you. Delegate Ludke,
Yes.
Delegate Plakovich Carr,
Yes.
Delegate Patterson,
Yes.
Delegate Rose,
No.
Delegate Wilkins.
Yes.
House Bill 707 passes the committee. House Bill 718,
Thank you, Madam Chair.
is this? Thank you, Subcommittee. Thank you, Ms. Subcommittee Chair.
Thank you. House Bill 718 alters the membership of the Local Development Council in Anne Arundel County by requiring the Anne Arundel County Executive to appoint 3 delegates instead of 2 who represent the district where the communities surrounding the facility are located, or the delegates' designees. This bill repeals obsolete language and removes a reference that the Local Development Council consists of 15 members. The bill takes effect July 1, 2022. There are no amendments. Move favorable.
Second.
Any discussion on the bill? Okay, the motion's for favorable. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say nay. Okay, House Bill 718 passes as favorable. House Bill 745, and there are amendments. Delegate Wilkins.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 745, Election Law, Post-Election Tabulation Audits, Risk Limiting Audits. This bill requires that risk limiting audits be conducted after each statewide election beginning in 2024. It would pilot risk limiting audits in at least 2 counties after the 2022 general that's coming up. And we do have 2 amendments on the bill. One of them is technical, and another one strikes a provision that would limit the automated software audit to 25% of the ballot styles used in an election. I move favorable on the subcommittee amendments.
Second.
Discussion on the amendments. Okay, all in favor of the amendments signify by saying aye. Opposition, please say nay. Okay, motion on the bill is amended.
Move favorable.
Second.
Discussion on the bill as amended. Okay, all in favor of the bill as amended, please say aye.
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 Opposed, please say nay. Okay, House Bill 745 passes the committee as amended. House Bill 766, and there are amendments. Ebersol, is that you?
Nope, that's me, Madam
Oh,
Chair.
that's you, Vice Chair. Okay.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 766 authorizes a core service agency, local addictions authority, or local behavioral health authority to approve funding for youth's educational costs during a residential treatment center admission for medical or psychiatric purposes. The bill expresses the intent of the General Assembly that general funds be provided annually, but not required, beginning in 2024 to the Maryland Department of Health for administrative and educational costs under the bill. The amendment moves the effective date from 2022 to 2023. We move the amendments.
Okay,
Second.
discussion on the amendments. Delegate Buckle.
I think mine are probably more on the bill, Madam
Okay.
Chair.
I want to talk about the amendments. Okay, so let's adopt the amendments. All in favor of the amendments, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, is there a motion on the bill as amended?
So moved.
Second.
Buckle?
My question, I guess, Mr. Vice Chair, you said that the funding mechanism, I like the purpose of the bill. I just had a note here about what the fiscal impact was. The funding is not mandated, but it is intended that, you know, it would be moved over. Is there a number tied to it of like, hey, we'd like for you to move over up to X amount, but it's not mandated, or is it pretty open-ended?
I think it's pretty open-ended, Delegate.
Okay. And there's no mandated spending within it one way or the other. All
No.
right. Thank you.
Other comments? Okay, all in favor of House Bill 766 as amended, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say nay. Okay, House Bill 766 passes the committee as amended. House Bill 805, the Vice Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move unfavorable on House Bill 805.
Second.
There discussion on the motion? Okay, I'll do a roll call. The Vice Chair.
No. Yes, excuse me. On the unfunded.
Motion's on the unfavorable, yeah.
Yes.
Delegate Attar,
Yes.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Boatler,
No.
Delegate Branch. Delegate Branch. Delegate Buckle,
No.
Delegate Charles,
Yes.
Delegate Ebersol,
Yes.
Delegate Feldmark,
Yes.
Delegate Griffith,
No.
Delegate Guyton,
Yes.
Delegate Hartman,
No.
Delegate Hornberger,
No.
Delegate Ivy,
Yes.
Delegate Jones,
Yes.
Delegate Lasanti,
No.
Delegate Long,
No.
Delegate Lukey,
Yes.
Delegate Plavkovich Carr,
Yes.
Delegate Patterson,
Yes.
Delegate Rose,
No.
Delegate Wilkins.
Yes.
And the unfavorable passes. The bill does not move out of committee. House Bill 812, and there are amendments. Vice Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 812 is a local Montgomery County Board of Education bill. Requires the Montgomery County Board of Education to adopt a data disaggregation policy. One, applies to any data collection reports or internal documentation by the county board, and two, includes a category for each racial and ethnic group that constitute at least 5% of the students enrolled in the Montgomery County Public School System. The bill also requires the Board of Education to include the impact on each specified racial and ethnic group and any racial disparity comparison completed by the county board. The amendment removes a specific racial example included in the bill. Thank you, Alistair. We move the amendments, excuse me.
Second.
Discussion on the amendments. All in favor of the amendments, please say aye.
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 Opposition, please say nay. Okay, is there a motion on the bill?
Move the bill as amended.
Second.
Discussion on the bill as amended. Okay, All in favor of the bill as amended, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, please say nay. Okay, House Bill 812.
Madam Chair, you had a no on that. Delegate Rose was a no.
On 836, or am I?
Or 812.
812.
Oh, no,
no.
812, I'm fine. Sorry, I switched my page. Sorry.
Okay. 812 passes the committee as amended. House Bill 836 and their amendments, the Vice Chair.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to first thank the subcommittee for working really hard on this bill because it was a really important bill. 836, as originally drafted, the bill would require that each local superintendent of schools submit an annual report with specified information on public high school sports teams to the Maryland State Department of Education. The bill also alters requirements for local boards of education, automated external defibrillators, also known as AEDs, programs, and heat acclimatization guidelines for student athletes as specified. The amendment removes specific reporting requirements related to all athletic activities and on certain health harms surrounding those activities, and requires instead that each middle school and high school develop venue-specific emergency action plans for the use of defibrillators and cooling athletes. The venue-specific plans must include specific elements, including accessible health devices, training for athletic coaching staff, and emergency rehearsals. We moved the amendments, Madam Chair.
Second.
Any discussion on the amendments? All in favor of the amendments, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, please say nay. Okay. Is there a motion on the bill as amended?
I moved the bill as amended.
Second.
Second.
Is there any discussion on the bill as amended? Okay, I'm going to do a roll call on the bill. The Vice Chair,
Yes.
Delegate Attar,
Yes.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Boatler,
No.
Delegate Branch,
Yes.
Delegate Buckle,
Yes.
Delegate Charles,
Yes.
Delegate Ebersol,
Yes.
Delegate Feldmark,
Yes.
Delegate Griffith,
Yes.
Delegate Guyton,
Yes.
Delegate Hartman,
No.
Delegate Hornberger,
Yes.
Delegate Ivy,
Yes.
Delegate Jones,
Yes.
Delegate Lasanti,
Yes.
Delegate Long,
Yes.
Delegate Ludke,
Yes.
Delegate Plavkovich Carr,
Yes.
Delegate Patterson,
Yes.
Delegate Rose,
No.
Delegate Wilkins.
Yes.
House Bill 836 has passed the committee favorably as amended. House Bill 942, there are no amendments. Delegate Patterson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. House Bill 942 specifies that certain local zoning approval is not required to use a facility for satellite simulcast betting if the facility is properly zoned for operation of 1, a video lottery facility, 2, a sports wagering facility, or 3, electronic bingo or tip jar machines. The bill authorizes the Maryland Racing Commission to waive review of an applicant for a satellite simulcast betting permit if the applicant is a video lottery or sports wagering licensee. Bill takes effect July 1, 2022. There are no amendments. Move favorable.
Second.
Discussion on the bill. Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. Okay, House Bill 942 has passed. House Bill 945, Delegate Patterson.
Thank you. House Bill 945 is a Carroll County multi-drawing raffles. The bill increases the number of weekly drawings allowed in a multi-drawing raffle that qualified organizations in Carroll County may conduct during a year from 30 to 52. The bill also repeals the major prize limit of $1,100 for a multi-drawing raffle. There are no amendments. Move favorable.
Second.
Any discussion on the bill? Okay, all in favor of the bill, please say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. And the bill 945 passes the committee as favorable. House Bill 1179 has amendments. Delegate Patterson.
All right, thank you. House Bill 1179, state lottery sales of lottery tickets and tickets from instant ticket lottery machines commission. This is an amended bill. This bill increases the lottery agent sales commission from 5.5% to 6% of gross lottery sales. There are two amendments. Amendment number 1 is technical. Amendment number 2 strikes a mandated appropriation from the bill. I move favorable on the amendments.
Second.
Discussion on the amendments. Okay, is there a motion on the bill as amended?
Move favorable.
Second.
Any discussion on the bill as amended? Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Okay, thank you. That concludes our voting session for today. If everybody could sit tight for just 1 second while we go off the live feed.